Cartoons. Cartoons are a type of art that are drawn in picture or animated if moving. These things have existed since the Middle Ages, as a piece of art to comics and to what we know today, animated series or movies. Today, we're gonna talk about the animation kind. A lot of examples of this are SpongeBob, Phineas and Ferb, Regular Show, and more. If you search them up, you can see that they are from the United States. Yes, there are local cartoons from other countries around the world. Here are a few examples of these. Pororo, South Korean, Miraculous, French, Bluey, Australian, and Winx Club, Italian. Since there are local cartoons, does that mean the Philippines have those? Yes, they are. This also begs the question, what is the first ever Filipino cartoon? Again, the animation kind. So, the first Filipino cartoon is... I'm very sorry, but I need to do this. To clear it all up, the first Filipino cartoon as comics is Mga Kabalbalan ni Kenkoy, featuring the first cartoon character ever, Kenkoy, created by Tony Velasquez and Romualdo Ramos. Now, that's all clear up. The first ever Filipino cartoon as the animation kind is Ang Panday. Ang Panday is a Filipino franchise derived from the comic character Panday, created by Carlo J. Caparas and Steve Gam. Throughout the years, several movies and series were made, and an animated TV series based on the comics or movie was created in 1986. The series was dubbed or known as the first Filipino animated series in television, and was directed by Gabby A. Garcia. And now for the cast. Fernando Poe Jr. as Flavio. If you don't know, Fernando Poe Jr., if you're Filipino, you should know who this guy is. Like, he is very, very, very popular and iconic. Until this day, TV channels here in the Philippines air his movies and series because, again, he's really that popular. He's also featured as the same character on the previous films, which will be mentioned later. That also goes with the other voice actors here in this cast. Bentot Jr. as Lando, Max Alvarado as Lizardo, and Lito Anzures as Lolo Temyong. Other people's names and companies who worked on the show will be displayed on screen. Before the animated series, there were 4 movies. The very first one was produced and released in 1980, simply titled Ang Panday. 3 sequel movies were released in 1981, 1982, and 1984. There were also live-action TV series based on it, before the one we're talking about. Now, the story. The story of Ang Panday is that there is a man named Flavio who is a noble blacksmith. One day, a meteor falls from the sky and he forges the ore from it to his dagger, and it turns into a sword as he rises and points upwards to the sky. The dagger-turned sword is his weapon to combat evil forces or enemies, which includes bad people to supernatural beings. Keep in mind that Flavio is just an ordinary human, with his skills in blacksmithing and swordsmanship. Of course, there are other supporting characters, which includes Flavio's love interest. Now that we got all of that out of the way, let's dive into the found details or information of the series. It is partially found, meaning only some information about it is available. The cartoon aired at 8 p.m. every Friday on RPN 9. It started airing on November 21, 1986, and ended around May 1987 due to the high budget costs of making an animated series. It is also said that Wikipedia stated that it ended in 1988, which I cannot find. In extra information, it is said that Fernando Poe Jr. would read every fan's name at the end of the episodes. Lastly, as of now, there are no full episodes that have been archived. Only the intro, uploaded in March 2016, and a promo, originally uploaded on Facebook in August 2017, re-uploaded in YouTube in September of the same year. There are 3 episodes that have been remembered by viewers. Number 1, Tikbalang. One of the supposed scenes involves a tikbalang, a mythical humanoid horse from Philippine folklore, dancing and singing to the tune of Paro Parong Bukid under the thought he killed Flavio. Viewers have claimed that the tikbalang is armored. Number 2, Singing Skeleton. One of the said scenes here was a skeleton singing Mag-exercise tayo tuwing gabi, a parody of Yoyoy Villames' Mag-exercise tayo. And number 3, Dragonfly People. One of the said scenes were the swarm of these dragonfly people with the main character Flavio stabbing them and white liquid pouring out. No, not the one you're thinking. It is said that this is a 2-part episode. According to a user on the page, they said their tutor remembers the series. They remembered that the Tikbalang is armored, and the Dragonfly episode is actually a 4-part episode. Lastly, they claim that the series has hundreds of episodes. Other stuff, there is a Crunchyroll forum about the show, including other old Filipino cartoons and animes. Clicking on the link now does not work. There's also a Lost Media wiki forum thread about it. As of now, only one user replied to the thread. And that's all for now. That's all the information of the series about now. All of the sources and the videos and other mentioned links here will be linked in the description. And yeah, this is my first time making these types of videos. I've watched a lot of other videos that are like this type of format, so I decided to do them on myself, and also decided to shed this topic to light. Yeah. Also forgot to mention, this show is actually very, very popular. Yeah. The animated series is actually very, very popular. Yeah, that's it. And yeah. Salamat sa pagnonood. Salamat. Thank you. Thank you for watching.